Why do you do this, Ethan?
It's because of quantum physics.
Wait a minute. I don't even have a... What's the closest place to Sorobi Step, Decam?
Take the straw there.
Oh, I guess I could do that. Oh wait, why would the straw be... Oh my gosh, there are quicker places I could have gone. Why'd I go this way?
I think of it the same way that... I think of names the same way that I think of words that have definitions.
But
because based on
names can mean things, but it can't define a person.
It can end up defining the person. In fact, like, studies have shown that, like, a lot of certain, they're able to, like, determine the kinds of names of people that go into, like horrible industries, and the kinds of names of people that go into good industries, and it seems like it seems, I mean, it is really stereotypical, but it can end up being it can end up having meaning.
I don't even know why you're... even saying the things you're saying.
I don't know. I think I'm just trying to explain how I think about things, and it's getting really tangled.
Well, maybe that's a sign that you should adjust the way you think about things.
No, like the way I'm trying to explain it is getting really tangled. The way I think about things, I don't know. I
It's
mean,
even more tangled.
It seems to have worked out so far.
For what?
Like, for school and for what I plan on doing with my life. And
I think DCAM is right. You think you're just making things up. I don't think there's any study.
okay,
Oh man, I don't have
a
anything in
study
the...
of,
Huh?
The thing is, the study is kind of in a pro, so I didn't really want to look it up.
Regardless, here's the thing is, study or no study, Ethan, how can you honestly sit there and be okay with the idea that you can determine or even civilly guess what someone is like, or what they do, or how they live, based on their name? How could you, as an objective human being, even consider that that's remotely okay?
Based on the need for knowledge.
But don't you want accurate knowledge?
Yeah.
Okay, well then use accurate methods of...
Well, it can be accurate.
It's not accurate. There's nothing accurate about it. Nothing.
If you had a strong enough
nothing
to figure out
nothing
what someone did
nothing
based on
nothing period. Absolutely zero. Nil. Zilch. None. Ever. Never was. Never will be. Period. The
Now
end.
you're being totally not listening to me.
Not listening. I've been listening this whole time. You
Yeah,
cannot determine a person simply by their name.
But you don't ever actually have just their name. You have all the knowledge of your past.
What?
The knowledge that you know, whether or not it has to do with anything else that they know, or them, or anything. You have knowledge about the people you know. You have knowledge about...
Now, see, you're going off. That has nothing to do with what we were talking about. Absolutely nothing. You're making things up now.
Because, like, let's say you know 20 people with one name, and they all do the same thing. And then you learn about another person, and you guess that they do that same thing, and you're right.
What about it?
Then you can make the assumption that you're more and more accurately able to guess that person's name, or what they do based on the name. Now, it may never be completely accurate.
You're wrong. I don't even know how you can say that. Oh, I should have gone north.
Million people in the world with one name that all do the same thing. If there's like
Ethan, let me ask you something.
What?
Okay, let's say you flip a coin.
Mm-hmm.
Assuming it never stands on its edge.
Mm-hmm.
What are the chances it's going to be either heads or tails?
100%.
No, I mean, okay. Let me rephrase. What are the chances it's going to be heads?
50%.
Okay. Now let's say we flip that coin 1,000 times.
Okay.
750 times it lands on heads. 250 times it lands on tails. I'm getting ready to flip it again. Based on those results, what are the chances it's going to be heads in the next flip?
I know what you want me to say.
What do you mean? What I want you to say? I want you to say your honest answer.
Well, you want me to...
No. Forget this is what I want you. I want you to answer the question. Considering you have those results after 1,000 flips, 750 landed on heads, 250 landed on tails. I'm about to flip the coin again. What are the chances it's going to land on heads?
50%.
Okay, and why?
Because you have just as much likelihood of it landing one. Well, then again, depends on if you can figure out that there's actually more weight on one end of the coin or not.
Wow.
It deals with the question. It deals with the question.
You don't get to see the coin. You don't get to touch the coin. You're not the one having the coin. I'm just giving you the results. It's going to be either heads or tails. It's 50% like you said. And for no other reason than because there are only two options.
So then
Previous results do not determine future possible outcomes. So just because you know 5,000 people with the same name that do the same thing, you cannot assume that the next person with that name is going to do the same thing. Because that next person is a completely different person with their own choices and their own situations. And I died
What I'm
because of you.
trying to say is that I believe in a certain methodology.
Well,
Behind
you need to change what you believe in.
Well, I believe in fate. Overall fate, not individual fate. I don't believe any person is fated to do one
You know,
thing.
you realize
I
that
believe that
you realize that what you're
the
saying right
universe is
now.
fated to in one direction. What?
You realize that kind of what you're saying right now is
What?
actually going against what you were trying to say earlier.
No.
Well, because before you said you can kind of make the assumption based on someone's name what kind of person they are, what they do.
Yeah.
And now you're
because
saying that
in the end,
you
everyone is fated to the same. We're all fated to do something. We're all based on what has happened before. Something else is going to happen in the future.
am I going the
If
right
you're
way?
able to get enough knowledge of the entire universe, you can determine everything that's going to come after a point based on what has happened before that point, is what I'm saying, or what I believe.
No, I'm not going the right way.
So, like, if...
But Ethan, okay, that's all great. That has nothing
so, like,
to do with what you're
let's
talking
say
about.
I know everything. And I don't. But let's say I do.
Well, I'm glad you cleared that up for us.
Then I will know, based on a person's name, what they're going to do.
Well, duh, if you know everything. Nobody knows everything, though. So that is not even an argument.
You know, I've been looking a lot into, what is
Trolling?
it? No, quantum mechanics.
Maybe you should start looking into regular mechanics. Because most of the Ethans I know are mechanics. So maybe you should just start going toward your calling.
Says that you... Well, it kind of says the opposite of what I said, but in the same... It does have a sense where it can mean the same thing as what I said. It says that, like, you can't unless you have all. Well, yeah, it says if you have all the information in the world, you can determine what's going to happen after a point. But it also says, like, at one point that you can determine what's going to happen after that. But it also says,
but that's not. That's already not true.
Smaller amount of information, you can determine a percentage chance that one thing is going to be one way and another thing is going to be another way.
And what does this have to do with knowing what somebody does based on their name?
Information you know about people, you can determine the percentage chance that the next person you meet is going to do the same thing as those people.
No, you can't.
Yeah, you can.
No, you can't.
You can give it a chance. You can't say that it's always going to be one way or always going to be another way, but you can, based on that, give odds of one way or another way.
Okay, yeah, you can, but they won't have any bearing or foundation or ground whatsoever. They're just going to be completely arbitrary.
Based on the numbers of the situations of the people you've met and the situations you've been through. Basically, it'll be based on your life.
I wish... I'm not sure what to say to you anymore. I don't know why you get this, where you get this kind of thinking. Sorry, DK. I end up running in circles because I'm thinking about the topic.
One zone south, he says.
Well, I saw that.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the thing before that or something. I could leave if DK really wants me to.
He's not in charge of the stream.
I know. I'm talking about if you want me to because DK wants me to.
Well, if I wanted you to leave, I'd tell you to leave.
I know.
But I don't want you to leave.
Okay.
I want you to understand what you are clearly not understanding.
Quantum mechanics?
This has nothing to do with quantum mechanics. This has to do with the simple fact that you can't or should not assume. Now there are some things, there are certain things that you can infer or assume about people based on their name, but these are generally related to ethnicities or cultures. You know, for example, if my name is Juan Carlos, you can probably assume that I'm Mexican.
Yeah.
But you can't assume that I'm a groundskeeper.
But you could...
Just because there are a lot of Mexican groundskeepers. Because that's stereotyping. You can't make that kind of assumption.
I think
I
I'm
never
trying
noticed.
to say that
I never
if it has
noticed
enough
this
basis
before.
in
That's really
fact,
cool. What?
I'm trying to say that if it has enough basis in like
we were talking about only a name. We're talking about only names.
Only names, yeah. If you can assume a person's ethnicity from...
I forgot what I was doing.
their,
Espadachilon in Vedic River. Oh.
If you can assume a person's ethnicity from their name, then... And you can assume a person's job from their ethnicity.
But you can't. See, that's the problem. You can't do that.
Let's say you can give a percentage chance that they'll have a certain job.
What would it matter?
Because then you can guess. You can have a educated guess based on chances.
You know this strays very far from the whole reason we started talking about this in the first place, right?
Kind of, yeah.
I mean, we were talking the fact that I didn't know who this Dave guy was.
Yeah, I know.
Based on lyrics to a song or something.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the other way around.
It wasn't to do with lyrics to the song. It was just.
That's the other way around. Like, let's say, okay, if you put it the other way, even if you could sort of infer or whatever, assume what someone's job might be based on their name, you can't connect a job or a work to somebody just based on what that work is without knowing beforehand anything else about that person. Is this a drop? I don't know if am I stealing or killing? I'll steal anyway.
DK says
20 gil. I don't want 20 gil or 200 gil. Oh, I was getting more. I shouldn't have jumped the gun. Oh wait, no, this is not even the right guy. Okay, well, let's just get rid of him.
Let's say, I'm trying to say that if you know a study that knows the layout
Oh, there he is.
every human job in the world and that person's name, and
Oops.
3% like 0.00003% of people with the name Jim.
Ethan, here's a problem. You can give me numbers, you can give me example references, whatever. But the point is, it doesn't matter what has been. It doesn't matter what the statistics have shown. And if your argument that is you can possibly make an educated guess, then okay, yeah, I'll agree with you. You can.
Yeah.
But you shouldn't. And in regards to where this discussion came from to begin with, I'm going to say you can't. Because I can't listen to a song and all of a sudden know who wrote it. Based only on that.
Sure, no. You
can't
can
know.
Make a guess.
What's that gonna do?
It's gonna give you a 1 in a gajillion chance of being right.
Ethan sometimes will break my heart. Because I have a lot of respect for you. But I don't know why you think some of the ways you do.
Would you not know? Would you not have a 1 in a gajillion chance of being right if you were guessing that the name of...
Well, first of all, I don't think gajillion is actually a number.
Well, yeah, that's obviously not what I was obviously... I don't know what kind of estimating that would be. That wouldn't be overestimating, it wouldn't be underestimating, because it's not really a number. So it'd be like imaginary estimating. But yeah, imagine estimating. But...
Oh, what?
But you have a 1 in some amount of numbers chance of being right.
Okay, does that matter? BCAM wants to change the subject.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have any closure on this topic. It's frustrating me. I wonder if DCAM what he would have thought about our previous discussion on how quickly a virus can spread.
That was a good one.
You and your absolutely ridiculous
super virus,
hyper speed thing.
Super mega ultra virus. It's like a virus. It's not a virus.
So, well, let's just end with this. Let's end on simple agreement that I'm right and you're wrong, and we'll end it there. I'm okay with that.
But I want to be 1 in a gajillion chances % right.
1 in a gajillion chances %.
Yes, 1 in a gajillion % right.
Dang, he's not here. Whoops. What? Wait, no. How did that thing kill me?
Cam, you probably would have, because it was a lot like this one, but different.
The only thing different about that one
Was it had a different topic?
is that I didn't really care what you thought about that one. But this is about sociology.
Oh, I thought it was about...
And the thought that you think it's okay to determine what somebody does or what someone is like based solely on their name
I don't
scares
think
me.
It's right in... I don't think it's right in...
See, why can't you just stop there? Why can't you just say, I don't think it's right, period?
Because if someone does it and finds the cure to cancer, then...
What? No.
Hey, I'm just saying, like, dude could figure out there's
Cure to cancer finally discovered because someone guessed someone's name.
No, it's like cure to cancer discovered because everyone named with cancer is named Jim. Everyone's name changed. Cancer eradicated.
Quicker 2 zone if I go south. I wondered about that. I'll go south next time. So anyway, long story short, no, I don't know who that Dave guy is,
Cool.
and I don't care.
I'm cool on ending that note. On that note.
Oh wait,
I think I have to work on a speech. And it won't be anything like what we were just talking about, so I won't be like making everybody flip out. So don't worry about that.
all right. What time is it?
Write a speech on how not to debate.
You know, I've actually taken debate training.
What does your debate training say about me?
I didn't take training on how to debate with Ethan.
No, I meant like am I good
What
at
is my
debating?
what is my personal opinion based on my training?
Yes.
You have a hard time staying focused on the core topic. You use sort of red herrings once in a way that kind of deters from the point trying to be made by making related points. That aren't helpful to reaching a conclusion. And that's what's frustrating. I could argue about you with something on a point, and you will slowly cause the discussion to go so far off track that the original point was just lost in translation.
If I knew any of the people that were in that movie, I would say like blah blah blah, and it would be a joke. But I don't know any of the people in that movie.
You know why I asked you that, though, right? I was making. There was a point to that.
Which question?
To name the cast of a movie you like.
You were asking.
But you
that
started to.
because
Yeah.
there's no way that I would actually know everybody in that movie.
Exactly.
Everybody that was on the credits roll. I want to know someone who memorized a credits roll and have them come in to speak for me as my lawyer.
I can't imagine that person would necessarily be a very good lawyer.
Yeah, he probably wouldn't.
Especially if they have nothing better to do than to memorize credit rolls.
Then memorize a credits roll.
Am I doing something wrong here?
Yeah, DCAM, is he doing something wrong?
Because I'm getting distracted, so I'm not sure if I'm doing something wrong. DCAM makes a good point. How good a lawyer he is would obviously depend on his name.
He probably named himself after the movie that he memorized credits to. Well, then he wouldn't name himself, so that doesn't make any sense.
The reason I asked you the question about the movie
Yes.
is because you seem to believe that I should be able to know or even reasonably guess the names of band members simply by listening to their music. Do you still believe that?
I don't think you could reasonably guess it. You could give a ridiculous guess, but
Well,
you wouldn't.
you could do that about anything. You could just blurt out names like you were.
Yeah.
For that, but that's. I mean, that's what I'm trying to say is you by doing that, you're just throwing in a little extra factor that helps deter us away from the actual topic. And then you'll throw in a little extra factor, and then a little extra factor until the original topic is just in the dust.
I don't think it. I thought it was on topic. The fact that randomness could lead to, like, you could be random and still guess. Like, you could have randomly guessed Dave Grohl's name.
Then I suppose the question should be, would you really expect me to?
No.
Because here's the thing, you seem the point was, you were acting as though you would be surprised that I couldn't guess it. Whereas being able to guess it should be more surprising.
I think what I wanted to get at was that, like, I don't know. I think, well, I was just really, like, I just really wanted you to know who that was. So it was like, when you didn't, I was like, well, could you at least guess to make me feel better, but I didn't say it in those words. Does that make sense? More sense than that last argument we had?
Kind of in the middle of something.
Oh yeah. Killing Shieldworm A and stuff.
I don't even know what's more disturbing. whether or not you actually believe the things you brought up, or the thought that you just made up an argument because you didn't like that I didn't know who someone was.
I'm pretty random, so, you know, it's not too disturbing.
It's kind of disturbing to me. If you go to such great lengths to aggravate your friend and annoy the people that are watching his stream just because you didn't like the fact
I think
that
that just ends up being a side effect of me getting lost in talking to you.
Oh, wait. Is that him?
Is that him? DCam, wake up. DCam, your popcorn is ready.
Yeah, that's him.
That'd be cool if you got like a whole bunch of viewers because of that argument. Because they were like, who is this dude who like makes arguments for no reason?
I don't know if that's the kind of attention I want. I got Scarletite.
But it wasn't for no reason, people. It wasn't. I had a reason. I was lost in time.
Crap.
It was lost because people got mad at me, and I didn't know.
Yay!
I didn't think about it ahead of time.
So now I can get my gem steals. Yay! Snakeskin and Serpent Eye should be really easy. I've already got... I think I've done all the hard parts.
Wait, who came in? Oh wait, no. Someone came in the chat and then left. Or the view. Never mind.
Well, I still see the name Rush to Ball on there.
Yeah, I still see him too.
He hasn't said anything. I hope he doesn't get the wrong idea about my stream. It's not usually so much debating.
Like this. It's not.
Unless you like that kind of thing, then all the time.
All the time.
We're arguing.
Arguing about horribly depressing stuff. Well, that is to say, it's depressing that we're arguing about it.
Oh, man.
Yeah, how many Gem Steel, Imperial Soul, and Serpentarius do you have?
Well, there's no O in Serpentarius, but I only have... Right now I only have one gem steel, but I can make another now. I can make two more. So all I have to get are Serpentarius. And I already have the High Arcana for it. So I just need 4 Snakeskin and Serpent's Eyes. Actually, I think I've sold Serpent's Eyes. Okay, what's the quickest way out of here? The straw. Okay. I almost feel kind of bad leaving that Vieira back there. When I accepted the hunt, that was like forever ago, and she's like, I'll meet you in the Sorobi Step. I finally show up, and she's like, okay, you made it. Alright, let's go get my stuff. And then I just walk away. It's a good thing you can't fail hunts. You can't fail hunts, can you, in this DK? That would kind of suck. Be a little more realistic, but... I mean, you could die, but, I mean, obviously, you fail everything if you die.
Okay, so next time someone brings up something like this, what do I say?
Nothing.
Okay, got it. But wait, what about when they say, like...
You're the one who brought it up, though. We were just talking about DCAM's name.
Oh yeah, that's
And
right.
then you're like, oh, it sounds like so and
okay.
so, and I don't know who that is. You're like, what? He's blah blah blah, and made me like,
Oh yeah, and then this whole thing. Yeah. Okay.
yeah. Do we have to go over everything?
No. Wait, what? Are you talking about the game?
No, DCAM suggests that next time somebody brings up something like this, you need to remove your mic and throw it away. No, don't throw it away. Send it to DCAM.
Yeah.